can see. What? What the f***? How did that just happen? So, it's the first episode where I begin to weld and learn how to do it for the very first time. But with all that said and done, let's jump straight into it and make this rotisserie jig. First of all, let's rewind a couple of days and discuss our plan of attack. We need to begin by constructing two trestles. The trestles are going to be made out of 25mm box section at 3mm gauge, along with 3mm steel plate. However, making these trestles, we need to take into consideration that the ground they are going to sit on is not level. A garage, a workshop, a unit, everything is screeded and it is level. However, on a tarmac driveway with a slight incline of approximately 25 degrees, no, I haven't measured it, I'm just guessing it, we need to take that into consideration to make sure the car sits level. Moving on, what we also need to make is two struts that are going to mount using the existing subframe bolts, and we'll get to how we're going to do the back in a second. However, these struts we'll refer to as spinny thingy-majiggies because I have no idea what they're called, and it's simply a creation that I've took inspiration from my good friend Neil Hathaway. Once we have made the front spinny majiggy thingy, we need to move on to the back spinny majiggy thingy. And how we're going to do that is by utilising the bolts which the door hinges bolt onto the car. We're going to simply span across at two 45-degree angles, kissing in the middle, making a cylinder for the scaffold bar to slide through, and hopefully once it's all welded up and sitting square, the car will sit level. By now, as you can see with my sketch, you should really see how simple this is. Well, I say simple, but I don't think it's nothing more than a bit of guesstimation, hard work, and breathing in some welding fumes. So let's crack on. Now the cross piece at the back of the car is bolted on, we need to make another one of these trestles. So, with all that said and done, let's whip the grinder out and repeat process one. And there you go. So it's time to get the car on the jig.
Right, and let's charge flat.
I don't like the sound though. Keep going.
Right, watch it doesn't go, stay there. Right, get out of the way, you're holding that.
Yeah.
It's gonna fall, like that. I need to add some strength in there, like the other one. But there's the car, upside down. It is propped at the moment. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill through here and tap a bolt so I can tighten the bolt up and it will stop it moving. So you can see that the floor is absolutely ruined. Don't stay with that. So as you can see, what the f***? How did that just happen? How did it not fall off? What did you do?
Nothing, I was stuck where it was.
That could have just written the car off.
Oh, my heart is pounding.
Don't try this at home.
Okay now.
And with that, back to the studio. Oh my. Well, I think we should all let that be a lesson to us. Sometimes we get so caught up in the moment in creating these vehicles and carrying out tasks, we forget how dangerous it can be. Now, I'm stupid for even attempting to prop that car up. Again, I got carried away trying to make the video rather than focusing on the safety of what I was doing. But you can give me some credit, I was wearing the correct PPE to do my welding, grinding, sanding, and then the breathing apparatus on as well. With that said and done, just please be careful. Don't take what I do as gospel. I'm simply an amateur. I'm a weekend welder, and everything that I do is just first attempt, and I'm willing to show you, but please, please, please don't take it as gospel. Luckily, Sophie wasn't in the garage when the car fell, and I wasn't, so no one was hurt. Away from that, the car could have landed on its roof or snapped off the jig and broken. On the upside, we do know the welds are strong. We've got a bit of tinkering to do. I've come up with a locking mechanism to lock the car into place, which I will go over in the next video. You'll be glad to know, before this video ends, I am going to London to Brighton this weekend. However, there is a big but with this. I am driving from Manchester down to London in the Mini. I've had a few temperamental issues with the fuel sender. It's been leaking and weeping. I think I've rectified that now. If I don't make it, I apologise to all of you, but I have got a long distance to drive in this car. I'm going to take some ear defenders with me because it's loud on the motorway. And I'm just going to nurse it and hope we get there and I can carry out the weekend. On the Sunday, I've got to drive it back from Brighton all the way to Manchester. But let's just take one day at a time and let's hope it makes it there on Saturday. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more of this stuff, consider subscribing if you haven't pressed the button. I don't get anything from it. It's a free button to press. So just this little button here, just press it and you'll be notified every single time that I upload, and it's as easy as that. I'm very tired after tackling the workout on this car, so right now I'm going to go and get in the bath with a nice beer, and I will catch you in the next one. But what we always say on TCR is, see you in style!